Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Homemade. And today, you all, we are making, yes, it's another simple dish. We are going to make our creamy honey lemon pepper wings. Now, I know I said a lot right there, but you all, I promise you, these wings are so good and so easy to make. I promise you. Once you see this, you're gonna want to try these wings. Now, to make these wings, again, it is so simple. If you want to bake your wings, that is totally fine. If you want to cook them on the stove in a skillet, that is totally fine. I like to just deep fry mine, and I call it a naked deep fry because I don't put any flour or any bread or anything like that. Now, I do use cornstarch, and I do use a little mustard as my binding agent for my seasonings, but that's all I put on them before I actually put them into the grease. So again, it is so simple. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, we are going to fry these in our electric fryer. I know I have my hot plate here, but we are only going to use my hot plate when it's time to do the sauce. And again, the sauce is super simple. Now, to get started with seasoning our wings, and don't worry, I have already washed them. I have patted them dry to go ahead and put our mustard on. Now, if you were putting your mustard on, I would say you would probably use about 2 tablespoons of that, and you're just going to kind of give it a quick toss. And again, the mustard just acts as a binding agent for your seasonings. Now, in here, I do have 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder. I do have a tablespoon of our poultry seasoning. And I have a tablespoon of lemon pepper seasoning. Now, even though I am putting lemon pepper into this part of the mix, I am going to also put lemon pepper into our sauce. Now, I do have a tablespoon of cornstarch that we're going to put on there. Remember, this is the only coating that we are going to put on there. Now, I do have my electric fryer preheating. My grease is ready, so we are going to go ahead and deep fry these. It'll take about 15 to 20 minutes to deep fry them. Here, I only have about 12 to 13 wings. If you want to do more, that's totally fine. The sauce that we are going to make, it will cover up to about 20 to 25 wings. So don't be scared of that. So once our wings are about halfway done, I am going to come back and show you how to make our creamy honey lemon pepper sauce. And you all, again, it is so simple, so easy, but I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Our wings are almost done, and we're going to go ahead and start preparing our creamy honey lemon pepper sauce. Now, for this, it is super simple, you all. We are going to melt 4 tablespoons of butter inside of our skillet. Once our butter has melted, we are going to add in our honey and our lemon pepper seasoning. Now, in this bowl, I have about 1.5 tablespoons of sour cream, and to that I'm going to add about a tablespoon of lemon juice. And this is going to be what's going to give our wings the creamy look. Now, once our butter has completely melted, again, we are going to add in our honey. Now, for the honey, I would say I have about a half a cup of honey. I am going to add in my honey. And I'm just going to give that a quick stir. I don't want it to stick. Now, I am doing this over medium to high heat. You just kind of want to make sure that your butter and your honey is mixed really well. Now, to that, for my lemon pepper seasoning, I am using a Kingsford brand lemon pepper seasoning. And I'll put just about, I'll say about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of the lemon pepper seasoning. We're going to bring this up to a boil. Once it boils, then we're going to pour it over into our bowl with our sour cream and our lemon juice. So our sauce is starting to boil. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to remove this from the heat. And I'm just going to pour it over into our lemon juice and sour cream mixture. Gonna give that a good whirl. Now I'm going to pour this over our wings. And if you're like me, you love a saucy wing. So what I do is I tend to toss them in the sauce, and then I'm going to let them sit for about 3 minutes just to soak up some more of the sauce onto the wings. After the 3 minutes, we are going to come back, you all, and we are going to sample some of this goodness. We are back, and these wings, oh my goodness, they are so saucy. They smell so good, and I just like the stickiness slash tanginess of the wings. Wow. These wings are they are so good. If you like lemon pepper and you like any type of honey wing or sweet tasting wing, this is the perfect mashup. Perfect mashup. And like I said, you can see they are saucy. They're not dry. I just cannot explain how good these are. I'll tell you like this. They're so good, you don't need any dip with them. They're just that saucy. They are just that saucy. Now, if you want to keep seeing our easy homemade recipes, make sure you like, subscribe, and share our channel. You all, I always say this, cooking is as easy or as hard as you make it. But I promise you, if you keep it simple, just be yourself, life in itself can be so much easier. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Homemade. And until next time, continue to be great.